What's going on, everybody? It's your boy SBJ back with another video. So here we are at the truth about Instagram growth part 3. This is where we get started. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some things that you want to do to set up to be able to fully get the most out of my little strategy that I put together. By the end of this series, you guys should have your own strategy that works just for you. So a lot of this is going to sound like common sense. Bear with me, because I feel like we have to go over the basics, because I am on Instagram a lot and I see a lot of profiles that do not follow some of these basic things that I feel will lead to you getting the most engagement and the most followers. Now, these things are in no particular order, but you want to make sure you look at all of them. You don't have to do all of them exactly the way that I say to do them. A couple of them are just preference. It's just that you want to look at all of these aspects and make sure that it's to your liking. You want to be able to, at the end of your setup, look at your profile as if it's someone else's and ask yourself if you would want to follow that person. Number 1, choose a name that fits you. Your name shouldn't be Big Mike's photos and your entire Instagram feed is of you singing songs live. It doesn't mesh, and it's something that's misleading, and it might get people to unfollow you once they actually look at what you're doing. An interesting loophole to this is to have some type of brand name. As you guys know, the brand here is NaGLife, so that's what my Instagram name is. But that doesn't necessarily tell you what I do. If you just see NaGLife, you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Sometimes that might be a bad thing, but that's when the person goes to your feed, and my feed pretty much speaks for itself. Number 2, you want to make sure that you're posting high quality pictures. Now, everybody isn't a photographer, and everybody can't do graphic design and digital art and all that other stuff. I'm not saying you need to be on that level. What I'm saying to you is you need to have clear pictures that people can see and make out whatever it is that they're supposed to make out. Shouldn't be a bunch of blurry pictures. Shouldn't be a bunch of super dark pictures where no one can see what the subject is or anything like that. At the end of the day, Instagram is a visual platform, so you need to be able to see. Number 3, make sure you actually have posts. One of the biggest things I see when I go around Instagram that really bothers me is when you see people that may be asking for people to follow them, and you go to their page and they have 3 posts. Now, depending on who you are, you might be able to get away with this, but it's just better when you have a body of work. People want to know what they're investing in, and no, this isn't money, but you're investing your follow. And on Instagram, the follow is the most, if not the second most important thing that you can invest. So you want to make sure that people have a reason to actually invest that into you. So definitely make sure you have at least 9 posts. 9 because on the grid of your page, I believe you see 9 photos just off the jump. So you want to make sure you have at least 9 photos before you start, going into the more intricate parts of this strategy. Number 4, fill out that bio. It's important to have something there. Now, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you exactly what you want to put there, because at the end of the day, like the last video shows, and we'll refer to that a lot, you are who you are. You gotta be yourself, or whoever you're aiming to be. You have to do that. So as far as your bio is concerned, make sure that it's filled out. You don't want a blank one. Make sure it's filled out, Make sure you have something in it that tells people what you do. Make sure you have something in it to tell people maybe your likes, your dislikes. Make sure you have a link there, some kind of link to something. If you're not in any type of business or you're not promoting anything, make a link to your Facebook page or just have a link there, because it gives people the feeling that you know what you're doing. Well, that's it for this week. Join us next week where we really dig into your posting strategy and different posting strategies that you can have in order to be successful with my overall strategy. Until next time, I'm SPJ, and remember, embrace yourself.